Right now, an object from another star system, 3IATLAS, appears to be doing something no interstellar visitor has ever done before. It isn't leaving. Instead of slingshotting out of the solar system, its path looks like it's bending, as if it's slowing down and settling in. Then came the stranger claim. Observers reported light pulses in a sequence, 5, 8, 13, the Fibonacci pattern. This same mathematical rhythm is found in spiral galaxies, hurricanes, sunflower seeds, seashells, and even the double helix of DNA. If the universe ever wanted to speak without words, mathematics would be its language. Here's what we know with confidence. 3IATLAS is the third confirmed interstellar object ever observed after Oumuamua and Borisov. Interstellar objects usually move too fast to be captured by the sun's gravity. They arc around once and vanish forever. But some recent orbital models suggest a slow curvature that would be unusual for a typical escape trajectory. Why would that happen? The simplest explanation is natural physics. Outgassing, jets of sublimating ices can act like tiny thrusters and nudge an object's motion. Comets do this. It's familiar. And yet, some astronomers point out that the direction and magnitude of the reported deceleration don't line up neatly with the usual patterns. If an interstellar traveler really is losing speed in a way that favors a long-term orbit, then either we're watching a corner of celestial mechanics we don't yet understand, or we're watching guidance, motion with purpose. And that's where the Fibonacci reports enter the conversation. 5, 8, 13. A progression that resonates across structures in nature and across rules of optimization in biology.
It's also a clean way to say, this is intentional, without using any human language at all.
Because mathematics isn't cultural. It isn't local. Mathematics is the alphabet of intelligence. But extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. A true signal should satisfy basic tests, time series data from multiple observatories, independent replication, the same phase relationship, the same cadence, and a published methodology that others can audit. If those conditions are met, then we're not looking at noise, we're looking at a pattern. Until then, it remains an intriguing report, not a verified transmission. So let's separate the landscape into 3 live possibilities. First, natural physics, sunlight pressure, asymmetric outgassing, complex rotation, together creating a trajectory that only looks intentional. Nature can mimic design, especially at the edge of our models. Second, gravitational capture. The sun could, in principle, trap a visiting body if the energy budget changes enough, through outgassing, interactions, or other dissipative effects. If capture is happening, official ephemerides and updated orbital fits should converge on a bound solution. That's testable. Third, guided motion. The object is adjusting itself, actively or passively, to remain here. That doesn't automatically mean spaceship. Guidance could be an engineered shell, a passive sail, a controlled outgassing regime, or a technology we don't have words for yet. If something can cross interstellar space, it has already solved propulsion, shielding, navigation, and time. Choosing to stay would be a decision, not an accident. And the meaning?
If a visitor doesn't just pass through but remains, why here and why now? The zoo idea suggests advanced civilizations watch emerging species from a distance, waiting to see who notices.
In that frame, a mathematical pattern isn't a conversation, it's a threshold test, an invitation to demonstrate attention, method, and humility. Perhaps the first message from beyond isn't a voice or a landing, it's a fingerprint, a rhythm in light, a curve in motion, a sign that intelligence recognizes intelligence. So here's the honest position. We hold excitement in one hand and evidence in the other. We don't worship hype. We don't fear wonder. We ask better questions. If the Fibonacci cadence is real, it will repeat. If capture is real, orbital solutions will converge. If intention is real, the pattern will scale. Until then, we look up, we measure, we compare, and we keep our feet on the ground. Because truth doesn't need to shout, it persists. And if there is a message in the mathematics of 3IATLAS, We will hear it, not because we want it to be true, but because it is. If this search for signal over noise speaks to you, subscribe to AYATIUM, share this with a friend who loves the boundary between science and meaning, and tell me in the comments, if you wanted to announce your presence to the universe, would you choose language or numbers?